God's love. Does God really love us? And how do we really know? And what does it mean for us? Well, I knew a man in his mid-30s who was dying of cancer. He was worn out of breath, out of purpose, and out of gas. And with all these left out feelings, he told me that he was also out of love for God. He didn't feel any love for God or from God and had a hard time believing God loved him. I'll bet if we're honest, we've all felt this way at various times. We've heard the words God is love, but after a setback or suffering, we sometimes place these great words on the same trivial level as saying, I love ice cream. Here we see love reduced to a feeling that can be quickly lost. The man with the cancer told me that he knew all of the Bible verses that he needed to know by memory. Yet he still felt alone and couldn't understand why God wouldn't make it perfectly clear that he loved him. So we started talking about a more personal answer for him. And we talked about how his wife sacrifices her own life every day for their infant son. She bathes, feeds, and holds him. She sings to him, reads to him, loses sleep for him, and regularly dies 1,000 little deaths so that he will thrive. She loves him not because of what he has done for her, but because of who he is, her child. Then I asked him to imagine sacrificing himself by voluntarily allowing some horrible men to torture and kill him with a promise that everyone in the world would be saved. Would you do it? I asked. Well, he said it would be a tough decision, but yes, he would do it. Then I asked him, suppose those same horrible men wanted to torture and kill your son when he's in the prime of his life, but with the same promise that everyone in the world could be saved. Would you let them do it to him? The man shook his head no and suddenly realized the enormity of the sacrifice that God made for us. What more could God possibly do to show us his love than to allow his own son to suffer and die on our behalf? While we were sinners, totally and completely undeserving, he gave his one and only son, whom he had loved since time began, to become a little, vulnerable, and killable human child. To allow his son to die a gruesome death for us, to show us his amazing, merciful, and gracious love. That's what the good news of the gospel is all about. God loves us even when we're weak, undeserving, and sinful people. The anti-gospel that Satan wants us to believe is that in order to be loved, we have to be lovable, great, sinless, and righteous. No wonder his lies make so many of us feel left out, worn out, and unlovable. My friends, God loves you so much. He does not want or need you to be perfect. Instead, he just wants you to be his. In the rest of this video, you're going to hear God speaking to you in a song we call Words of Love.
I love you. I am your Father in heaven, and you are my child. I love you so much. When you are weary and burdened, I will give you rest.
If you'd like to hear more songs from this album or get your copy, please visit wordsoflove.org.
I care about you so much, and I am with you right now.